Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving deep into OpenAI's groundbreaking announcement of GPT-5. This isn't just another update, it's a massive leap forward on their path to artificial general intelligence. So we're going to break down exactly what it is, what it can do, and most importantly, what it means for you.
So this whole idea, it really comes from OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman. And he didn't just frame GPT-5 as an improvement, no. He's talking about a completely new class of intelligence. The vision here is to give you on-demand access to a PhD-level expert in pretty much any field you can think of.
And to make this huge leap make sense to all of us, he used a really helpful analogy, our own education system. So if GPT-3 was kind of like a high schooler, with flashes of brilliance, and GPT-4o was a really smart college student, then GPT-5, well, that's designed to be the legitimate expert.
Okay, so that's the big claim, right? A PhD in your pocket. But what does that actually look like in practice? Let's move past the theory and see what this thing can really do.
All right, first up, writing. When asked to write a eulogy for its predecessors, GPT-4o's response was, fine, but it felt kind of generic, like something you'd pull from a template. But then look at GPT-5's version. It's personal, it has rhythm, it really gets the nuance. This shows a huge jump in emotional resonance. It's less like an AI and more like a high IQ, high EQ partner.
And this expert-level skill isn't just for words, it extends to some seriously complex code. In a live demo, a user just asked for a simulation of the Bernoulli effect. GPT-5 took a moment, thought about it, and then churned out almost 400 lines of code. The result? A fully interactive physics lesson, created in 2 minutes. To put that in perspective, a human developer estimated that same task would have taken them about a week. A week versus 2 minutes, that's wild.
This really kicks off a whole new era of what you could call software on demand. Someone asked it to build a French learning app for their partner, and they got specific, requesting features like quizzes and even a custom game. From that one single prompt, GPT-5 delivered a beautiful, fully functional web app. It proves you can now create complex tools just by describing them.
And look, this isn't just about flashy demos. The numbers absolutely back it up. On the SWE benchmark, which is a really tough test of an AI's ability to solve real-world software issues from places like GitHub, GPT-5 set a brand new record. So it's not just writing code from scratch, it's understanding and fixing existing, messy, real-world problems. And it's not just coding. It's dominating in academic reasoning, too. It set a new high score on the MMU benchmark, a test that covers dozens of expert subjects, from law to chemistry, and it outperformed most human experts. And in math, it showed incredible skill on the AMY, which is a notoriously difficult competition. It's really living up to that PhD-level claim across the board.
So this thing is obviously incredibly powerful, which leads to the next big question, right? Who actually gets to use it? And when?
And this might just be the single biggest piece of news from the whole announcement. For the first time ever, OpenAI is making its most advanced, most capable model available to everyone, and that includes free users.
So here's the breakdown. If you're a free user, you now get access to GPT-5 with some generous limits. If you're a paid user on a Plus or Pro tier, you get much, much higher limits. And if you're on a team or enterprise plan, it's basically your new default model. This is a massive step in democratizing access to this kind of cutting-edge AI. Of course, with this much power comes a lot of responsibility. So let's take a look at how OpenAI is upgrading the platform for the developers who build on it, and how they're evolving their whole approach to safety.
Developers who want to build with this tech are getting a seriously supercharged API. There are new models to balance cost and speed, and the context window has been doubled to 400,000 tokens. To give you an idea, that's enough to analyze a book like The Great Gatsby about 5 times over in one go. There are also new, more flexible tools that give builders way more power to shape how the AI responds.
Now, this is really interesting. They've completely overhauled their approach to safety. Before, the system was pretty binary. It would either answer your question or it would hit you with a hard refusal. This new approach, which they're calling safe completion, is much more nuanced. So what does this actually mean for you?
Well, it means you're going to see a lot fewer of those frustrating, "I'm sorry, I can't assist with that" messages. The model can now handle tricky, dual-use situations with more grace. Instead of just shutting down, it might give you a partial, safer answer or explain the guidelines around your request. The result should be a much more robust and reliable AI for all of us.
So after all that, what's the big takeaway? This whole announcement is about more than just a powerful new tool. It's about a new kind of partnership.
This was just so powerfully illustrated in a story shared during the launch. A patient named Carolina Milan described how she used the AI to understand her complex cancer diagnosis, which empowered her to really participate in the critical decisions about her own care. That is the promise of this technology, giving people real agency in the most important parts of their lives.
And that really is the ultimate vision here. GPT-5 is being positioned as more than just an assistant that ticks off tasks for you. It's designed to be a true thought partner, a collaborator to help you brainstorm, and a specialist that brings expert knowledge right to your fingertips. It's here to help you learn, create, and solve problems in ways that were frankly unimaginable just a little while ago.
So in the end, the launch of GPT-5 isn't just about giving us a new tool. It's about giving each and every one of us an entire team of on-demand experts right in our pocket. And that leaves us all with one profound and really exciting question to think about. What will you build?